What is up, man? Happy Friday to y'all, man. I forgot it was Friday, man. Hope y'all had a smooth, copacetic, dapper Danny, copacetic kosher Friday out there. Hold on. I forgot to turn on the chat. I'm a little off my game today, man. Qualio Samata. How are you, friend? We're having tandoori chicken. Tandoori chicken with beef naan. You said ESP. Did you listen to ESP? You didn't listen to ESP. It's good. I'm having it now. This is the beef naan. I kind of ripped it though. You know what I mean? It's pretty good though. It's like a pancake. It's like a beef pancake, bro. Mm-hmm. It's some Indian food, gang. You got the tandoori chicken. Obviously, you got rice on there, some sauce on there. Comes with veggies, carrots, broccoli, onions. You feel me? With some basmati rice. It's like my official first meal of the day. All right, bro, go do the dishes. Hurry up. Qualios, I'm washing the dishes now. You should have been did the dishes, boy. Why didn't you? Why didn't you, Qualios? Why didn't you? Leo, no. Leo, do you like dancers or something? Or you just like black people dancing? He said, bro, you never dance. Fully. Do you like dancers or what? Why you always ask me to dance? I want to know. Nah, bro. You want to see everybody dance or? Basically, what I'm asking you is, you ask everybody to dance, bro. You asking everybody to dance? Or you not asking everybody to dance? I don't think I know how to dance. Leo, I don't know how to dance, bro. Remod said God is the greatest in the name of God, most gracious, the merciful. God, the most gracious, the merciful, master of the day of judgment, the straight path, the path of those upon whose God wrath has fallen. Amen. Remod, the first part of your message, I say that every day when I come from work. I said, thank you, God, you're the greatest. There's no one greater than you. So you saying that in the chat is fire, bro. Thank you. Appreciate that, man. For real, bro. When I get home from work, every night, that's what I say. I come to the door, I say, God, you're the greatest, man. There can never be anyone greater than you. And I'm not just saying that because you just said that, but this is facts. So thank you, bro Steve. Thank you, brother. I'm smashing right now. That's why y'all don't really see me chatting as much, but I'm almost done with this meal, man. Y'all be wanting me to do mukbangs. It ain't gonna be much of a mukbang when that food hit. I got a real job. I gotta go back to work tomorrow. You know, when you work a real job, you got these things called off days. You wouldn't know about that, man. You don't have a real job. You're just a kid, bro. You're a kid. Hold on, I gotta grab some water, man. You're a kid, bro. You're a kid. You don't know about working. That's why your name is Clown Bozo. You said I don't like you. Real Christians, real Christians. Yo, yo, read mine. Whoa, you just did a whole 360 on me, bro. What happened there? You talking about you don't like me? Why you don't like me, bro? You said I am Islamic. I am Islamic Allah Akbar. I am Allah. I like Alum better than. Well, yeah, I mean that's good, bro. At the end of the day, you can like who you want to like. When it comes to religion, it's your choice. But as long as you believe that there's a God, I think maybe that's all that matters. Now, if you don't believe there's a God, I think then we have a problem. You know what I mean? Because I can't sit here and debate with you on which religion is the best. All I know is there's a God. You feel me? And knowing that there's a God, that's what matters. It's not about the Muslims or the Islams being better than the Christians. That's all separation, buddy. That's why a lot of people walk around highly religious. You ever met people who are highly religious? Those are the worst. You know, they walk around like they don't take doodles, like they don't fart, like they don't sneeze, you know. So, in knowing that, brother, you gotta understand that you don't know who the true creator is until we meet him. So until then, you can't think that because you're a certain religion, you're better. It's all about what you're doing, how you living. It's a lot of people, bro. Listen, that hide behind Christianity, Judaism. Really, the worst people in the world, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you. They hide behind a lot of religions. So religion, at the end of the day, it doesn't determine who's good, bro. Because if you think about a lot of pastors and people in church, some of those be like the worst people in the world. To be honest. So when y'all get on here and like, I just look at y'all like, come on, man, y'all gotta have an open mind. At the end of the day, all religion might have the same principles, just created by a different person. But at the end of the day, it does not determine who's good or who's bad. All it shows is, oh, your alliance to being a Christian or a Catholic. You know what I mean? I'm the guy that's supposed to teach you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm supposed to teach you, bro, understanding. Sometimes, listen, bro, when you lack understanding, you have a misconceived perception. A misconceived perception is they've given you only certain things to think that's real. So you could say, oh, you're only Allah, Allah's the best, but bro, there are people who are Islamic who are terrible people, gang. Are you able to admit that? Probably not. Because in your opinion, anybody that's under this Islamic umbrella and believes in Allah is good. That's why I say that's a misconceived perception. Because there's a lot of Christians, Muslims, Mormons, whatsoever that's horrible. Just because they're part of the religion don't make them good. But you's a jit though, man. You's a jit. What you know about real life? You's a kid, man. I'm talking to a kid. You's a kid. Nah, God made me to educate you, brother. When y'all look in the Bible, it said God sat with the prostitutes, the thieves. Why would God sit with the prostitute and the thieves if he was God? Is he not better than them? Should he be separate from them? Think about it. Why would he go with the prostitutes and the thieves and the scums? Why? Because he was God, he should have looked at himself as above them. And that's what people do in religion. That's why people who are extremely religious, they will always look down on others, but they will never look at themselves in the mirror to see how they are. That's one thing I learned. People who are religious, they always judging other people, okay? But in religion, you're not supposed to judge another person, so it's an automatic failure right there. Even you read MSD, you judging someone is haram. It's haram. So if we start there, you already failed. It's haram, my boy. Hey, yo, Asian Mac McCoy, what's up? I'm sure in the religion of Islam, it doesn't say you should go judge people, bro. It says that is up to Allah. Does it not? Hey, man, answer. You know that's true. He ran away. Yo, Kelly, what's up? It's just a little education, man. It's like I said, I could point out a lot of religious flaws in each religion. That's why you shouldn't look so much to religion to judge a person, bro. You should look at a person's character. The ultimate judge of a person is their character. So let me give y'all an example. I'm a cool dude. Don't get me wrong. I could be an asshole. So can everyone. You know what I mean? But my true personality is not asshole like. It's nice guy, cool, chill, relax. So let's say some of you guys are out with me on the regular. We have the best time, the best vibes. And y'all boost my character. Y'all talk about me like, yo, YsEats chill, bro. YsEats cool. I meet somebody another day, and I'm very standoffish, and they're like, yo, YS, he's a prick. He's an asshole. Then your bed is what's up. That right there is two different judges of character. People judge your character. Nobody is gonna be like, hey, YS, he's a Christian. He's cool. He's nice. Come on, bro. Nobody's gonna be YS, he's a Catholic. He's a nice guy. No. Only those who are oblivious to what really matters, a person's character. And a person's character can always change. What metric do I use? I use my decision making. How will I treat others, bro? Am I respectful to my dad? Do I respect other elders in public? Those are the metrics. You know what I'm saying? So, am I following God's orders? That's like number one. I don't know what else. It can't be nothing like looks or how talented I am. Like, that don't really matter, bro. You feel me, Drumhole 50? It's about your character, your morals, your principles, the decisions you make. This is what determines how good you are, bro. It's not to say you're always gonna make the best decisions, have the best morals, but it's gonna give you an overall perspective of who you are as a person. You know what I mean? So Don't be looking at people, religion, cars, clothes. Those are superficial things, man. The superficial things, they don't tell you who a person really is. Like you could look up to a famous artist and you beat the artist, and the artist is a complete prick, bro. You could not like him no more. You know what I'm saying? But you could have felt like you knew him the whole time from what you saw and how they look. So a good judge of character is how a person acts, man. And my pops gave me a gem. This is the best gem I can share with y'all, bro. To judge a person's character, you need to be absent, first and foremost. Why? Because hold on real quick. Let me speak. You gotta be absent. Why? Because, bro, if you're not absent, a person can be who you want them to be while you're there. Meaning that, let's say I'm chilling with like Anthony Edwards or LeBron James. Bro, when I'm chilling with LeBron James, I'm gonna be a certain way. Shout out that eight in hell. But if I'm chilling with LeBron James, listen, I'm gonna be a certain way, bro. You feel me? What do I mean? I'm not gonna be the same with LeBron James as I am with my homeboys that I chill with every day. So LeBron can't really judge my character based off me just being with him a few times. He could judge my character absent of him. When I mean absent of him, let's say I'm affiliated with LeBron James, but then when I leave LeBron, I'm over there getting arrested. You know what I mean? I'm getting charges for, figuratively speaking. I'm not doing any of this. None of this will ever happen, but getting public indecency. You know? So LeBron would be like, man, I can't rock with YS, man. Why? Because when he's around me, he doesn't do any of this. He's correct. But when he's outside, he does all these things that affects his affiliation with me. So that's not a good character. So you can only know a person when they're not around you, bro. How do they act? How do they talk about you? Maybe you sent them on an errand. Did they complete the errand or did they blow it off? You know what I'm saying? These are like, did they make a promise to you? Did they follow through? These are things you look at, man. Most people now, I feel like the discernment is thrown off. Like they have a different eye. They see with a different eye. They're not looking at like what really matters anymore. They're looking like what doesn't matter most of the time. And that's why I feel like a lot of people get in situations with people or get misled because they don't have the right discernment. Having the right discernment is a blessing, bro. You gotta pray for the right discernment, ability to just see through everything, and that's a true gift. Because there's been times I had the wrong discernment, but God woke me up. You know what I'm saying? And when God wakes you up and brings that alarm, bro, you gotta wake up. It's time to go. But I never was so quick to judge people, bro. You know, because back then I used to give a lot of people chances, bro. Gave a lot of people multiple chances. You know, there was chances out of love, but I should have just been judging them based on the actions that I was seeing. And that's a lot of mistakes we make as people who are empathetic or have sympathy for others. We overlook a lot of actions and look at them and give them the benefit of the doubt because we expect a different character or we have hopes. But it's like, that's like a form of enabling, bro. You know what I mean? And you can enable something for someone or something for eternity and it will continue. So if you're someone out there, man, just pray for better judgment. Every day I pray, I say, God, please help me make the best decisions. You know what I mean? And trying to make the best decisions, bro. I feel like I've been making some good decisions. I wouldn't say all of them's been the best, but pray for discernment, bro. Stephanie Nicole Foley! Hey, I was actually supposed to do it earlier, and I apologize, but I went to shoot a vlog. It took me longer because mid-vlog, They said my phone ran out of storage. So I'm there trying to delete emails, apps, figure out what app to keep, you know what I mean? So I'm just sliding back to the spot now, but I wanted to go live at like 6. But it took me 2 hours to shoot a vlog, bro. Can you believe it? Ain't that crazy? Now I gotta still edit it, you know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, it's good seeing you, Miss Nicole. And it's always a pleasure seeing you. We were just discussing like the best way to judge people's character, and I told him it's like, I mean, to judge a person, I said it's based on character, actions, and a person being absent to you. Because when you around, you gotta understand, like when you guys are around, like Stephanie Nicole, she has a strong presence, and I've never met her. But the reason I say she has a strong presence is like every time she comes into the chat, she has an influence on some of the chatters. You know what I mean? And I could tell that that's probably transferable to a person. So maybe let's say Miss Nicole has a group of people that when she comes around, they act extra cool or extra relaxed or whatever it is because she's around. So if Ms. Nicole was judging their character off that, it wouldn't be the best. It would be how do they act when Ms. Nicole are not around? Are they raunchy? Are they like gossipers? Or that's the best judge. You know what I mean? L80. Ms. Nicole said no apology. Nah, man. Y'all my folks, man. If I say I'm gonna do a day live, I don't go do a day live. I gotta apologize, man. I gotta take accountability. That makes me better. You feel me? Because I can't promise something and then don't do it. You know what I mean? I don't like the rule like that. You feel me? That's one thing y'all can really say that's my pet peeve about myself. You know what I mean? Or in general. So I like to at least follow up on my promises. Yo, he said, just stop. You trying to smash? You try because I'm what bigging up Miss Nicole. Come on, man. Miss Nicole is a loyal supporter of me, man. One of the most supportive, people on the channel. So me bigging her up is nothing sexual, brother. I mean, I'm sure you got your mind stuck in the gutter, but mine's ain't. You feel me? Guess where you're from? Saudi Arabia. Hey, yeah, Austin Ryder, man, you gotta keep looking, bro. Wrong channel. I'm away from Vienna looking for Vienna. This is a no Vienna zone. Your country, yes. The other Viennas, no. Yo, BDAB, falling. What is up, boy? How are you tonight? He said, is there running water in my village? Yeah, bro, I come from an island. So we got water, we got beaches. Survive, man. Cote d'Ivoire. Jacob browser. Look it up, man. Google right now, fool. Hey, yo, Karma's bit. What's up, Fully? You know what I'm saying? Happy Friday to you, man. TGIF. Yo, shout out that boy BDA, man. Fully. Now, I just had some tandoori chicken, man. If you missed me eating the tandoori chicken, peep the earlier parts of the live, man. Tandoori chicken with Kahim Naan. Yeah. Feel like I'm in India right now. I'm in India, Sri Lanka. I'm trying to know about other parts of India. I can't just know about Sri Lanka. Yo, Trevor Carter. I should ask your mom what her mouth do, man. How old is she? She's 60 up? 50 up? She in good shape or what? Damn. How many of y'all she done put out the factory? If it's above 4, she's over. If it's Trey is cool. She could still be, you know what I mean? She could still be right. Mr. Carter, tell me where your mom is. Because I've been asking, I've been wondering when she gonna swallow my. Hey, Mr. Carter, tell me where your mom is. Cause I've been asking, I've been wondering where she goes, Solomon. Yeah. Yo, my boy Jacob Browser said he's pregnant. My boy, how did you get pregnant? You're a male. Nah, I ain't gonna lie, Steph. That was the bulk of the people that slid up first. It was all haters. It was the first person wasn't a hater, but after the first person, it was all haters. It's been all haters since, you heard? I've been having the haters on deck, man. They sent the haters on deck early. They put me in the hater algorithm. They said, well, this is live. Send him 300 haters. I said, bring them. That's 200. Where's the other 100? Is your refrigerator running, Donkey King? Is your refrigerator running? Nah, they definitely run out the comments. They're gonna have a honcho comments. Hey yo, Uman. Nah, I'm your dad, son. I'm here to talk to you, man. Look, I don't like how you've been carrying yourself lately. Listen, you gotta have more accountability, man. Listen, I don't like how you idolize a lot of artists, rappers, fantasize about their lifestyle, you know? And then you got this thing where you're trying to be like King Von. I definitely don't like that, man. You're not raised like that, Uman. You're a good boy, Uman. I brought you from the village to America. You wanna be like gangster rappers. I don't like that. Okay? You'll be a good boy now. You're a good boy. Hey yo, HD and Ray, you say you quit YouTube, man. All right, man. Don't come back, man. We not missing YouTube. Don't miss you, man. They got me, Stephanie Nicole. Let's keep it simple. Rowdy to die. I think YouTube is in the best hands. You know what I mean? Since you left, YouTube is gonna get a championship, buddy. You heard? Championship. He said you got an AR in the Glock. I ain't gonna tell you what I got. That's for you to guess, man. Hey yo, Strap 3. What's up, Bullet? He said, don't rug out, buddy. What you mean, Unan? Uman, you're a good boy. I'm not gonna tell you again you're a good boy in the life. I will ground you for months. No TV, no YouTube, no Snapchat, no game. You better listen to your dad, man. Listen to your dad, man. Hey, yo, Jacob Browser said he's sweet, man. He's a sweet boy, Jacob Browser, man. Hey, yo, sweet ass boy. You strawberry fairy ass boy, ballerina dancing, tutu wearing ass boy. I'm gonna get on your hip hop, hooray, hip hop, hooray. Bugs Bunny hopping now, boy. Princess New Heart falling. That boy Jacob said he's sweet and he lives in his mom's basement. Oh man, I feel bad for your mom. She's ready to get rid of you. Pack your things, bro. You need to go to like a storage unit or something. You stay in a hot state, you gotta go live in a storage unit, gang. Give mom do some space, man. You know, it's time she want to get nailed to the cross and you in the house. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get out of there. Oman, you too, man. Your mother and I are tired of you being here, Oman. We can never get alone time. You a grown-up boy. You here all day morning. Work. You don't work. You here day, night time. Monday through Sunday. We're tired of seeing you. Get an apartment, brother. You said being grown and a man are both good things. Not in Oman. Now Oman is a boy. He's a boy, Steph. That is why he gets upset. He's a boy. Yo, straight say apartment tour, man. I gave one already on one of the last lives, man. You gotta peep the last live, man. Hey, yo, finish him, yeah. Falling. Shout out to Malik Ashem, man. How you doing, Mr. Ashem? Yo, fun social, man. Your uncle is freaked out, man. I don't know how that happened, man. Yeah, condolences to him. Yo, Jimbo. Jimbo. Foley. How are you, Jimbo? Jimmer. Jimmy. It's Jim. You say you made pizza. All right, man. Do a dance, man. You made pizza dance. And he said I had a small motorcycle accident today. Oh, no, Mr. Sim. Gotta be careful on them things, man. You all right? Was it the other person's fault or what happened, man? You know, my pops used to have a motorcycle. He got in an accident too, and he burned his leg. He got like a whole burn on his right leg because he said he had slid. The bike was like this on the road, and his leg was like scraping the concrete. You know what I'm saying? But this was back in Africa. You know, some of the roads in Africa is like driving in the mountains. Nah, for real. Not all of them, but some of them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm glad you alive, bro. He said a stray dog came out of nowhere. I hit the brakes and the motorbike slipped. Dang, man. The dog tried to take Malik Asim out, bro. That was a streetwalker, gang. Where were you going? You was going somewhere important? Somebody trying to take you out, man. We gotta get down to the bottom of this. Put a private investigator on the case, you heard? Oh, man. You saying he's a grown man pretending to be a gangster rapper on YT Live, acting tough and all, instead of doing something useful with his life. You said I'd rather do this, but you keep on watching. I ain't gonna lie, I told you to get to work, but you keep on stopping. You ain't even punching in, but the clock keeps ticking. You say I want to be a gangster rapper. I think you mistaken. What's gangster about rapping? That's just artistic, creative, something more like nerves. When they come to gangster, I don't really think it's no more gangster. That term is so absurd. You the type I send a message to, but I deliver it myself. I won't use the birds. I mean, I won't use a tweet. I won't text your phone. Instead, I appear like abracadabra. Ringing the doorbell. I'm at your home. We gotta talk, little son. I ain't here to whoop you. I'm here to coach you, get you out the crib. You spend too much online, typing online. You gotta get outside. Some people want to know you. You should live. You know what I'm saying? A couple things used to get. When I spit, so intellectual, you wanted that da 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 da. Hit them with that trap and that blah 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 blah. Then I came in, I was like, give me that da la la la. Then I was like, yo, man, I had that boom 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 k. But nah, it don't sound like that. You know what I mean? Sound like this. You like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Why, yes, cause spit falling. Hey, yo, the first and last, Malika said, cause coincidentally was already going to do a pharmacy to get meds. Dang. I'm glad you all right, broski. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Lord, man. You came out really unscathed. You know what I mean? No injuries for real. Or Uzman said, those who defended him are just whack. Just whack. You wish somebody else had your back. But your mom got you, son. That's why you live at the crib. You ain't even got you one. I'm talking about my apartment. You ain't moved out at 1-8. You don't know what it feel like. Listen, Uzman, this is real life. When you grinding, you gritty, you outside. When you move out the city, you gotta walk, take the bus because you lose the ride. Nobody going with you. Because when I had man whips, everybody was rocking with me. But when I had the whips disappear, it disappeared quick. Like what Shorty say, she not with more bag. You know what I mean? That ain't no longer your. You know what I mean? I ain't want to use the word, but that's a word that them gangsters do usually refer to girls. You know what I'm talking about? Use your mind. Uzman, you got me rapping? What I tell you about that? It's because I see you all day. But I see you all day. I gotta rap to you. I gotta coach you. I gotta teach you, Uzman. Fully, boy. You don't want no work. Me, your mom, we tired of seeing you, Usman. Go work. Go work, boy. Yo, Tito! Fully! Stephanie said Usman is a great hater. Right about another man's hustle. Who's more lame? I'm going to say Usman. Yeah. Yo, Steph, I ain't going to lie. Okay. Yo, boss, getting nicer, though. Fully! You might have to battle with Shorty on Freestyle Friday when it come back. I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah, them boys paying attention, man. I like the wordplay with his name. That was witty. That was witty. Was man, you getting cooked right now. Yo, Mr. Bruiser, what you talking about over there, man? He said, I wish I had it like that so I could look fly like you. Wow, thank you, bro. Thank you, Jacob. Thank you, bro. Yo, now Steph, them bars getting up there, man. I had to throw you in one of them, them battles. Yeah, man, we got Miss No Cole versus this lady. Yeah, man. They was scared of werewolves. He said, nah, man, my boy, you are disrespectful to the Lord. We gotta pack you up early, man. Don't be disrespecting the Lord like that. He said, but if he's done, he's out of here. Pack him. We had to ship him out expeditiously. He said, you're quick on your feet. I'll give you that. Of course, Jacob. What do you want me to not be? Nah, come on, man. I'm trolling y'all. Y'all trolling me. It's all fun and games, man. We're playing tennis. Love and love. Yeah, man. Tennis, we just serving back and forth, man. Yo, Chito, he said, no, bro, I'm kidding. I don't even remember what you said, Chito. He said, what up, boy? You know me? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Cheeto, I know you, bro. I got you in the closet right now. Chester had what? Chester the Cheeto head out what? Crunchy Curl head out what? Velveeta cheese head out what? Government cheese head out what? Cheese fondue head out what? What else cheese there is, man? Stinky cheese head out what? I can't really think of any. Mozzarella head out what? Cheddar head out what? Hold on. Pepper jack head out what? It's gotta be provolone head out boy. Mozzarella head out boy. He said Shiesty in the crib head out boy. Yo, Neo from the Matrix head out boy. I am the chosen one head out boy, but you're really not though. Neo Lana, eh? Why Lana, bro? You a girl, like. What Lana is? That's a girl name? I believe in God, John. That's all you gotta know. Neolana, man, that's a girl name or what? Is you a shorty? Nah, Malik said Usman's a bum basement rat line living off. Usman's a bum basement rat living off soda and quiet. 30 years stuck, still on mom's dime. No job, no try, just rise in the head. Couch dead dumb. I dead numb. No push, no hunger, just static in his own head. Bury him! Mr. Self, throw the dirt. Put him under. Falling. Shout out to Mr. Self for the fire bars, man. Oh, your girl name is Lana, so your name is Neo, okay? Neo Lana. Cause I was like, yo, fam, that sound like a boy girl name. You with her on this channel? Till I said, what's up, baby? Hey, Lana, how you doing, man? I ain't gonna lie, like, I knew a shorty named Lana, man. Your girl kind of like mixed. Hopefully your girl ain't mixed. Cause if she mixed, might be the same girl. We messing with the same girl. Same girl. Neo doesn't know that Lana was my. She's the same girl. Same girl. And I had her on the road. She was fighting, screaming, oh. Same girl. Same girl. She say she wants some more. She telling me no. Same girl, messing with the same girl. She said apple in the needle's eye, but I got it by the ties. She still with the same girl, same girl. She just wanted to stay with me. She want this thing for life. The same girl. Mr. Lana, man, yo, is she mixed? You said LMO. Is she mixed? I mean, let me know. Don't have me wondering, bruh. Don't have me wondering, bruh. Yo, Stoney, Joe Brony. I don't know what that boy talking about, man. He talking about something sweet right now, man. We gonna pass him up. Sweet boy Bati, man. Bati, man, sweet boy. Bati, boy, sweet thing, man. Yo, John 3:3 said, Romans 17, do not repay anyone evil for evil. Be careful to do what is right in the eyes of everyone. 18, if it's possible, as far as it depends. You live at peace. Why you say 18 if it's possible as far? Yo, gang, what you mean by that last part? That definitely can't be a part of, that's part of Romans 17? He said 18. Anything is possible. I think you meant anything. Yeah, I don't think you meant 18, okay? They say you drink lean? Nah, Chito, not no more, man. Back in the past. He said, I've been checking in all day to see when you would go live. I'm sorry, Jackson, man. I was supposed to go live earlier, but I was working on a vlog and my phone ran out of storage. And I was literally trying to, like, finish the vlog. Real talk. It took me, like, 2 hours. That's why I got to get this other phone. Yeah, man. Because imagine me trying to crank more than one vlog off this phone. I got to delete everything. He said, Usman, where's Usman at? He said, Usman, your daddy, your sentence to serve. It's his debt, not your worth. Flip the hurt, the gift you convert. Do better. Let him know he ran up out of here fully. Mr. Selma, he ran up out of here. He ran up out of here when Steph was dropping bars on him. I ain't seen bro coming in a minute. He said, do you know Ivy Jones? I don't know Ivy Jones. I don't. Who is that, Jackson? Foley! Who is Ivan Jones, brother? You broski. Yo, David. You sound like a Bati boy, man. Calm down, you Bati boy. You Bati boy thing. David is a Bati boy. He said, if you were Christian, you have blessed Usman, bro. Bless those who curse. You know that, right? What you mean I would have blessed him? Cause I kind of like roasted him a little bit. Nah, John 3:3, man, stop the cap, man. I did bless him. I literally interacted with him. That was the blessing. That's what Uzman wanted, bro. Uzman wanted that interaction. He wanted it. He wanted to have a back and forth. I kind of just gave him what he wanted. I would say that was a blessing. Yeah, yeah. I think Jackson, you got the notifications turned on. Yo, Ken Skills Foley. They said, yo, what's Scott? Okay, yeah, my bad, bro. I was reading the Sims bars or something, man. I apologize, man. Yeah, I'm chopped though. Hey, yo, Rick Mo, Foley. Yo, John 3:3. How did I not show Usman love? Please enlighten me. Usman literally wanted me to roast him. He wanted a roast. I roasted with him. I interacted with him. Then he had all eyes on him. The chat interacted with him. That's personally what he wanted, bro. Now, if I never acknowledged them or picked them up or dropped them, then I would say I didn't show him love. But I showed him the love in the sense of what he wanted. It's like you're just looking at it from a perspective of, I don't know, like I was supposed to like big him up. Nah, bro. It's like He wanted entertainment. He wanted somebody to kind of talk trash back with him. You know what I mean? At some point, Jacob even told me, at least you're quick on your feet. But these are what these guys want, brother. Feel me? So in a sense, I am blessing them. I'm giving them what they want in a sense. Like, they want to be acknowledged. They want that interaction. They want that acknowledgement. They say, would Jesus roast them? Yeah, I think God might be like, no, I don't know if God would roast them. I'm just going to say. But at the end of the day, listen, it was just entertainment, man. I didn't kill him so bad to the point where you gotta feel bad for this guy unless you're Usman behind the screen. All right, there is a possibility that Usman will leave and go to his other account. Ah, ah. He said, "Do you think I can roast him?" I don't know, Jace. You think you can roast Usman? He might come fight you, gang. He left the chat. He probably like YS. Who does YS think he is? YS thinks he's something. I'm gonna find him. And that's Stephanie Nicole big him up. In the chat. He said, what does she mean? He said, nah, I talk to God, man. I talk to God all the time, man. Mr. John 3:3, I talk to God all the time to be right, to make the best decisions, to lead me. So if I was to like slightly roast your boy, it wasn't that crazy. I was supposed to roast him. Well, no, you never know how somebody's feeling like behind the screen. And one thing I want you to pay attention to is like a lot of people that are trolls, bro. They literally just sometimes want to be acknowledged. That's all they want. They sometimes just want to be acknowledged, and you never know what they might be experiencing outside the internet, but maybe nobody's paying attention to them. Nobody cares about them. Nobody could be there for them. You know what I mean? So a lot of trolls just want to be acknowledged, bro. They just want you to say what's up to them, talk trash. You feel me? Nothing too crazy. Usman left, man. He accomplished his mission. Fool got me to respond. Oh, snap. Hold on, squad. Hold on. I getting like a super close up right now. Oh. Something had to fall anyway, huh? Alright, squad. We got this. I had to get these chips out of here. But enough about this Usman guy, man. I mean, you just a Usman advocate, bro. You're Usman behind the screen. But now you're right. You cannot repay evil with evil, bro. You must allow God to fight that battle. But you got to understand that's one of the toughest things to do as a human. You said, Luke 5 or 6, why do you call me Lord, Lord, and not do what I say? He said, they honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me. My heart is with God, bro. Trust me. You know what I'm saying? My heart is really with God, bro. I feel like you're trying to gaslight me a little bit because this is your mission right now. You know what I'm saying? Your mission is to gaslight me. Is to you're supposed to come and confuse me and make me think that because I slightly might have cooked it Usman slightly. You know what I mean? Not horrifically. You know what I mean? Because if I'm helping Usman out, as I'm with God, I also gotta be on number 8. Number 8 is to build and destroy. Sometimes once you're sent to lead certain things or new people, you can't lead what's already constructed. So you must build and destroy. So in building and destroying, sometimes that might be the process. You know what I mean? It wasn't a slight destruction though, bro. You good. He said I'm not. I watched a whole movie, watched the whole thing happen and saw zero fruit of the spirit. The cabin. You saw a lot of the spirit, man. You saw me educate him. You saw me. Cause listen, although let me tell you how things work. So everything that I was saying wasn't predetermined. It was in the moment. It was subconscious. Subconsciously, I told him not to pay attention to gangster rappers. Why is that on his mind? Could be something he's thinking about. Could be something he's attracted to. Yo, KR6 fully. I'm eating plantain chips and drinking mango lassi, bro. And talking to my boy John 333 in the chat. So I could have been helping him deter his mind, change his perspective. I'm not saying that's what happened, but the point of why I'm saying that is what I was saying to him was valuable information, bro. I wasn't telling him I'm gonna shoot him up, bang bang, go get my dang cane. I ain't gonna lie. If you ain't trying to catch a body, you can't hang. I wasn't saying that. So it was valuable information for him to hear. So I disagree with you. He said, I love you, brother. But you already see me yourself thinking you're right with God. And you're not. Every man will have to give an account for what they say, including Usman. I mean, yeah, bro. Of course, everybody has to take accountability. But you're not gonna convince me of what I was doing wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? You're okay to have a perspective, brother. But that's why we're two different people, you know? As a person, I can't tell you the intent of your actions based on what I see. But if you explain it to me, I can only take it as you say, you know what I mean? But if you take what I say different, bro, that's fine. You're allowed to have that opinion. That's why everybody's different. But I look at Usman like Usman was another troll I showed some love to, man. I ain't looking at it like, oh, I'm not looking at it like how you looking at it, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Fully. He said, I don't have to. All I can do is plant the seed. Oh, what? Hold on. It's a hard trip. He said, can I do something for you? What is that? What are you asking me to do for you? It depends. It depends what it is. He said, read the Gospel of Matthew. Is there a specific part or just all parts? So let me ask you a question. I just want to get your perspective real quick. Mm, because you gave me your perspective on how I should be, right? So listen, let's take me out of the situation because I'm curious. You claim I did not show Usman too much love or much love at all, right? Now let's take me from the situation and place you, John 3-3, in the situation, right? Same scenario, same predicament. I want you to tell me how you're showing him more love than me. Go. Pressure's on, John. And I need to hear something astronomical, bro. You know what I mean? You really want to convince me, so it's an opportunity. Same scenario. You and Usman. I'm not there. Don't just say you won't roast him. How would you show him the utmost love? Because that's what you claim I didn't show him. If you say you want to roast him, that's generic, bro. I'm already in your mind. But you're saying generic stuff, brother. That is not specific. I just asked you, what would you do specifically to do all that to show him love and bless him? You have to give me something specific because he's still gonna be trolling. He was trolling. So what would you do in that moment to show that adequate amount of love you feel he didn't receive or blessing? It gotta be specific. It can't be you would show him love and blessing. You said that already, man. You gotta specify like what specifically what you said in that moment that would have shown that. Because I like you see you copping out. But I like the discussions because I what I'm trying to get you to understand is like you said I was like this and I explained it. All right, it's not like that. But then you like, now I don't believe you. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's take me out of this situation. You gotta give me a specific way you would have done things way better, bro. Like besides what you said. If you're not, if you can't do that, then you really don't have an idea yourself. Your whole purpose of this was to make me second guess what transpired, but it's like I'm not second guessing it. I feel like it was a normal interaction. You know what I mean? It was a normal interaction. I got a lot of trolls. I personally feel like, look, I'm one of the YouTubers that show a lot of the trolls love, bro. You know, trolls want acknowledgement. I give them that. A lot of them want interaction. Sometimes I give them that. You know, when they speak too foul, I don't give them that. I get them gone. But I show a lot of love, my guy. You know what I'm saying? And it's a lot of people that wouldn't even read the trolls' comment. They wouldn't even speak their names. And sometimes that's why trolls comment so many comments to be seen. It's not different comments; it'd be the same comments. So it's like perspective though, man. John 33. But I still love you though, broski. You know what I'm saying? As brothers, we can agree to disagree. We all can't be the same people and have the same mindset, man. That's why we different. And you see, this is another troll right here. You feel me? Guys like talking like this, I put them in timeout. Boom. Nah, bro. I'm gonna just talk to God, bro. I'm not gonna read the scriptures. Whatever questions I got, I'm gonna ask God, bro. And God's gonna help me out. You know, God's gonna help me out to understand what I need to understand. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, man, I feel like, you know, you smooth and all, but it's like your method of thinking is like the only way you see fit or whatever. It's like I'm gonna talk to God, bro. If I got questions on anything, I talk to God, brother. Cause I'm close to God. I can pray to God, and God will answer a prayer for me in less than 3 weeks, and that's a testament. So whatever I got an issue with, I just talk to God. I don't gotta read scriptures, bro. Thinking you gotta read scriptures is like God is a part of you, gang. You can always talk to God, bro. Bro, you just hear this man? You heard what this man just said? He said, God does not hear the prayers of sinners. So explain him dying on the cross for our sins. Explain that to me, please, because you one of them pastors, man. You a pastor, gang. Enlighten me. Because reading the scripture doesn't mean anything. It just goes back to hiding behind religion. Because you read the scripture, what does that mean? You're smart. You're more religious. You're closer to God. No, because you go to church every week. That mean you closer to God. No, that's why I said I feel like your way of thinking is all to like cause confusion. But you dealing with like a strong mind, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not somebody that you can confuse. I'm not. You can only do that to somebody who doesn't know the ways of the Lord or God in a sense. You know what I mean? 'Cause I'm gonna tell you, my uncle was a pastor, bro. He used to go to church every week, preach. And it was horrible. You know what I'm saying? He was horrible. I used to go to the church. So you reading the scripture doesn't mean anything. You might not even perceive what's being said, or you might perceive it differently, or you might not get the message because scriptures are not the word of the the world. Is just certain messages that was sent through messengers. But you don't know these messengers, do you? No. Who's to say if they're real or not? You don't know. Who's to say if these are their real words? You don't know. So you need to talk to God, bro. You sit there, you could talk to God. God's gonna listen to you. And don't listen to this guy saying that God doesn't hear prayers of the sinners. God gave everybody a chance, man. Everybody that was willing to accept him. So listen, man, I love y'all. The battery getting a little low. I will be live later. Know what I'm saying? Some scripture was given to by men. You heard what I'm saying? That's why there's some statements in the Bible that are very contradictory. Not to say all is false, but it can have true essence, but it doesn't mean that it's true. You feel me? You ever seen a game where you line up four people in a 4 or 5 people in a row and whisper in the air the same message, but the message diminishes towards as the numbers of people increase that hear it. So you gotta understand, bro. Talk to God, man. That's the answer, man. You feel me? John 3:3. Talk to the Lord, bro. The Lord is within you. Whatever answers you have is it lies within inside. You just talk to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And everybody needs refinement, brother. You know, personally, I know that I could be a super roaster. You know what I mean? But I kind of like give levels to it. You feel me? You're not convincing me, my boy. I'm already signed with the Lord. You heard? You got to recruit someone else, gang. They got my jersey on already. No cap. Ben had a jersey on. They ain't take it off. You know what I mean? I've changed a lot. Feel me? Before I even got the jersey, I had to change, bro. I'm not gonna hold you. So there's more refinement, of course, but I'm on that path, man. I would be suggesting you be on the same path because what you need to understand is like worry not about others, but yourself. You feel me? And those who you can lead or you feel like need to be led will allow you to lead them. But you might be talking to someone else who might be a leader also, and it's not, you don't force leadership upon anyone, bro. You know what I mean? It's either accept. Yeah, man. Listen, man. I love y'all, man. We could talk about this all night, but I will be live later on tonight around 12:30. You want to be live with me, sub up to the channel. John, if you want to continue this convo, then we can. But I gotta talk to my OG, man. Personally, a lot of y'all need to sub up to the channel. Love, appreciate y'all. Watch the vlog. I got a new vlog coming. Before I end the live, shout out to Foley! Stephanie Nicole 21, man. Y'all over sub to 70 Nicole 21's channel. She got ASMRs coming soon. She is one of my primetime Patreon member holders, man. I appreciate her support. Also, shout out to
Fully, Mr. Keep It Simple, man, who's also one of my prime time Patreon member holders, man. MKIS, man. Love you. Appreciate you, man. And listen, yo, anybody that wants those type of shout outs at the end of the live, go to the Patreon. You could be a free member, paying member. There's perks for paying members. I love y'all, man. Yo, John 33, love you too, broski. It's no hard feelings, good discussion. We can talk about a lot, you know what I mean? As long as it's YouTube friendly, ain't you heard? Don't be busting out scripts of secret elms and relics of Christ out here, man. I'm gonna catch y'all later, like that. I'm out of here.